how important were the coaches, the mentors in that process to give you that sort of stability operating window that you're talking about?
I remember them so fondly, not only by name, but we're still in touch, right? One of which, wonderful, wonderful guy called Tom Spurchek, and now is running a large enterprise business that's owned by Carlisle. He was just in the UK. He and his wife came by the house for dinner. So you maintain these long relationships. I still tap into them for a great deal of advice. A guy called Mike Archer, who was my hero. He was president of sales and marketing at CEB. I went to Mike before I even really knew him. He was my hero. He didn't know that, and just went up to him one day and said, Mike, I just want you to know who I am because I think I can make the company a lot of money one day. Now that he said, okay, well, what are we going to do about that? And I said, it's over to you now. The next day, Dave, I got a phone call from HR that morning saying, Mike Archer says we need to know who you are. And so they brought me in, started talking to me about, what I wanted to do. And, 3 weeks later, but I was bumped up outside of my current role to go, and carry a bag in front of, C-suite executives. So Mike could have played that any number of ways. And if it weren't for him, I may not be sitting right here. But guys like Pat McGlynn, he used to let me come in at 6:30 in the morning and role play with me. I'd bring him his Starbucks at 6:30 every morning, and I'd say, "Hey Pat, hey Ricky, what are we going to cover today?" And that openness, that leaning in, that development, incredible, really, really incredible. And I try to pay that forward now because of what an impact it had on me.